From the dust and the heat, a new fire is born. Where sun-scorched earth meets the eye of the storm.
They said ice in the desert, that's a crazy dream.
But we're changing the game, building up steam. The sun beats down, but the ice is cold. Where desert-born warriors break the mold.
The Basha Bearcats are taking the lead. Brophy Preps Broncos begin to stampede.
The Camp Overde Coyotes own the night under the arena lights. We are the ice in the heart of the sand, the fire and ice that you can't contain. From the valley of the sun to the mountain's high peak, this is Arizona hockey. Hear the crowd shriek, the crash of the boards, a deafening sound. This is our house, this is our town.
The Centennial Coyotes are ready to attack. Chaparrals, Firebirds, there's no turning back.
The Corona Aztecs are carving up the ice. The desert fist of thunder is bringing the spice.
A clash of the titans, a battle of might.
Skating like lightning in the desert night. We are the ice in the heart of the sand, the fire and ice that you can't contain. From the valley of the sun to the mountain's high peak, this is Arizona hockey. Hear the crowd shriek, the crash of the boards, a deafening sound. This is our house, this is our town. From Flagstaffs to Avalanche, a flurry of white, to the Hamilton Huskies, ready for the fight.
The Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions, fierce and mean. Notre Dame Saints, a heavenly scene.
The Pinnacle Pioneers breaking new ground, and the Tucson Road Runners coming to your town. We are the ice in the heart of the sand, the fire and ice that you can't contain. From the valley of the sun to the mountain's high peak, this is Arizona hockey. Hear the crowd shriek, the crash of the boards, a deafening sound. This is our house, this is our town. Yeah, Arizona high school hockey. The desert heat, the frozen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some Sunday night hockey here at the Ice Tent Scottsdale. And amidst all the thunderstorms outside, spaceships flying through the air with SpaceX, we find ourselves here in the ice rink on the Coyote side of the ice tent. With another matchup tonight. My name's Ethan Stockford. Alongside me producing and doing the color, maybe a little bit tonight, Dr. Ben Smith. And we got two great teams coming at you guys tonight. The Basha Bearcats sitting at 3-2-1 with 11 points on the year, 5 games played. So just 3 games played of the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions as they sit in 8th place with just 6 points, but 2 less games played. Dr. Ben, what do you expect to see from these two teams here tonight?
You know, this is a toss-up for me. I have not followed either one of these teams, so I'm excited to see how they play. Last year, Basha Perry had a strong defense, and I want to say the Mountain Lions did too. I mean, it was so. I think it's going to be a defensive game.
And to keep in mind here tonight, some of those top guys on Mountain Ridge are out. Camden Babin, Mason Lacoste, Chase Olsen, 5 of their top guys are out. And then on the other side, maybe the number 1 guy for the Bearcats, Austin Gearhart, is also away in Minnesota alongside those other 5. So the goaltending matchup for tonight will be Quinn Chesley for the Bearcats, sitting at 2 goals against average and a very solid .900 save percentage as he is 1-0 on the year. And on the other side, Noel Franzak, 1 game on the year, 1 win, and 1 goal allowed. So 2 goalies with only 1 game under the belt. Could kind of be an interesting matchup between the pipes. We'll see what happens, but I believe that is going to be the key here tonight, is which goalie steps into the spotlight and which one is the biggest between the pipes.
Yeah. Now, do we know, are the players that are out, are they out on injury, or are they traveling? Do we know?
All of them are at a null showcase in Minnesota for the AAA 18U team. So they're all together right now, and they were flying back tonight from the sounds of it, but unable to make it for this one. So this one's really up for grabs. A lot of bodies off. Horman lines up on the draw for one side, Bear for the other, and we are underway here on Sunday night. Immediate possession for Basha Perry, but quickly turned over. Chance for Horman now. His shot just goes over the top. Early chance for him. McGrath, knife that one's out. That finds Havarian. And now it looks to go the other way as Basinski had it for a moment, but it slips away. Now on the stick of McGrath, he crosses the blue, trying to beat Roth there, but can't quite get it. Slid through the middle. That's intercepted there as Basha Perry looked to go north with it. Skipping puck through the middle. Roth with it now. Saws his one on the backhand at open ice. And now a race for it. Here's a chance. It's not in. Big save there. It's an early chance there. That was Max Foss on the chance. But Chesley up to the task. Now the other way comes Ishu. Ishu with it. Trying to drag around Lewis, but good defense there to stop that one as Basinski looks to spark it the other way.
There's these defensive plays that I was talking about before. That's what I remember from last year. And that's what it looks like carrying over so far on the ice.
This one skips off of the stanchion there and out of play. And as you're saying, Dr. Ben, kind of an interesting one. I think both these teams are really solid defensively. A lot of size on the blue end for both of them. Some key players I'd like to point out. Lucas Ishu on Basha Perry's side, a really solid defenseman for them. And Josh Havarian for Mountain Ridge. But with two goalies who haven't had a lot of experience this year between the pipes, it really could go either way, high scoring or low scoring. So another key point that you did bring up is how those defensemen stand tall in front of them. Go big on his backhand all the way around as Mountain Ridge gets this one out. Stretch far side by Montoya. And this one will find O'Hearn. Moving into his partner. This one's shipped forward, but it finds Go Big. Go Big across to Lewis. Lewis snap forward, and Rand has it now. Rand shovels it on his backhand, and Sorelli with it now. Bouncing puck behind the net as this one will go glass it out. Go Big looking to bat it down, but can't, as here's Lewis. Lewis looking far side as this one skips off the boards and finds a Bearcat stick. Sent through the middle, puck up for grabs. Lewis will be the first one there. Lewis fires one through the middle, can't connect with anyone, and this one will go down all the way for icing. So it feels like both teams kind of trying to feel each other out early on in this one as 2 minutes have run off the clock here in the first period of play. Not a whole lot of action yet here. Feels like no one's really had a clear chance, wouldn't you say, Dr. Ben?
No, it hasn't been a solid possession on either side. Seems like a lot of back and forth, so they're just like getting their rhythm, it seems.
Late night Sunday game, maybe kind of trying to settle into this one and get their legs underneath them before they hit the ground running.
With all those players out, I'm sure we're running new lines too that they may not be used to.
That's a very good point, because this one's wired through, but that's blocked down. Puck up for grabs. Basha's offside and will have to tag up. As this one sent through the middle. Horman with the stand now. Horman in on goal. Can he get a shot away? He does, but it's stuffed. Chesley has the answer to Horman's call. And it remains scoreless here in the first frame. Now the other way. Basha Perry looks to push as Olszewski sends this one in. Sliding past a couple of bodies. No icing on the play here. Smith will be back to get it. And this one sent far side over to Ishu. Ishu through the middle to Too Good. Too Good sends it in. He pressures Eklund now. Eklund goes to his backhand, and Havarian's there as he steps around the man. Through the middle now. Here comes Mountain Ridge the other way. Sawyer with it, trying to find it on his backhand, but can't quite get there. Forward, Bear with it now. Bear on the right side, trying to slide one through the middle, and it finds O'Hearn on the weak corner. Off of the stick as here's Basinski. Basinski swims around one as he crosses the red line. Basinski still, he steps to the middle, but a good stick there to break that one up. O'Hearn with it behind his net. He rims this one all the way around the far side as Lewis will hammer it back in. On the wall now is Foss as we have a delayed penalty here. And it looks like Mountain Ridge is going to head to the box. It's going to be Daniel Basinski super tripping, and the Bearcats will have an early power play opportunity.
If I caught that.
I didn't quite catch it myself. I didn't see the arm shoot up there.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Looked like maybe just in front of the net there.
Yeah.
Got tied up, dragged a man down, and Basha Perry will look to capitalize early on here on this power play as they will be one man up. Bear here on the draw. He's facing off against Rand. Bear wins it to the wall. Chesley sends it over. Not the same Chesley as the goalie. Archer with a shot from the point, and that one goes over the glass. It looked like Franzak got a piece of it. Right back up to the point. This one goes over to McCutcheon. Back up top. Now slid over. This is Chesley again. Chesley sliding it down low. Still on his stick as he runs into his own man. Chesley still behind the net with it. Looking to set something up here, but he goes off the rep of the skate. And Gobik will capitalize. Lewis with an out, trying to get it out. And hops over the stick there of O'Hearn and will go all the way back to the Basha Perry zone. O'Hearn trying to go through the middle. He finds McCutcheon. McCutcheon stepping in, looking wide, touching to the middle. Can't quite get the puck. McCutcheon goes a little high to O'Hearn. O'Hearn back to McCutcheon. Can't handle it on his backhand as he'll scoop this one at the hash mark. Stepping in the middle, McCutcheon trying to get a shot away, but Montoya's there to neutralize that. As Lewis sends this one down now, and the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions get a needed clear and a needed change. O'Hearn.
Yeah, strong defensive plays.
Good kill so far from the Mountain Lions as here's O'Hearn with it behind the net. O'Hearn wheeling around, looking, but he fumbles it, and here's Horman the other way. He's got help Strelly. Horman around one. He's in on goal. Horman on his backhand. He put it just wide.
He's going to want that one back.
Good effort there by Horman on the kill as Bearcats will look to fight back. On the half wall right in front of us here as Eklund will get this one on his forehand and hammer it all the way up to the point. But Yishu keeps it alive. Down on the wall, it's Cade McGrath. McGrath pulls around one to his backhand in front, but nobody claims it. Chesley to the point, it's Yishu. Yishu sends one through, that one's tipped, but just wide. Eklund trying to get it out, but can as Chesley's there. And here's Yishu once more as he throws this one through and he scores! Lucas Yishu with a rocket from the point goes bar down. And the Bearcats capitalize on an early power play and make this 1-1-0.
Watching the replay on that, he got that from outside of the circle.
So Lucas Yishu, first tally on the board for both sides as Basha Perry leads 1-0.
Good face-off win for Mountain Ridge.
Behind the net of Basha Perry now. They look to go north with it. They will get it out. And now a chance here the other way. With it now is Vert, but he couldn't step through Habari, and good defensive stick there as he stands tall. Eklund going far side to Horman. Horman zips it right back to Eklund through the middle. Good breakout there. Eklund wheeling it into the corner. Looking, throws one to the front, but couldn't quite capitalize there. As that was so near on the chance.
Just through the crease.
Good look there by Eklund. Havarian keeps it alive as Mountain Ridge looks to respond. Loose puck in the neutral as this one's hammered forward. Good job by Horman to get a stick to it, but Yishu stays strong. Vert cycling down, but Havarian's there, and he'll send this one all the way around to Eklund. Eklund taking a hit from Smith, but he holds on to possession and will look to go forward with it. The neutrals will now. This one's sent all the way back in by Smith, and Havarian will be the first one there as he's at the end of the long shift alongside Eklund. Eklund throws one through the middle now. Two goods there on the back end. Two good. Stepping around one. Good pass to the middle. Can't get the shot away there. Oshelski on the chance, but couldn't quite get all of that one as Mountain Ridge defends nicely. Eklund with it now. He fires that one into the stick of Too Good, but it skips back to him. Now the other way come the Pumas. It's Vert. Vert throwing one on goal. But that one's easily handled by Franzak. So 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first period of play. And we will have an offensive zone draw for Basha Perry. Battling in the corner. Big whack there from Boss, and that one's going to go for 2 for slashing. As Alex Schaefer tried to step up, but took a vicious swing there from Boss, knocked the stick out of his hand, and ref's not going to miss that one.
That's going to give Basha Perry another power play.
They capitalized on the first one. Can they do it again? Working on getting some shots up for you guys as well. I know Dr. Ben's trying to keep track of all of them, but
Do need to sanity check my my score. I'm at 4-3 in favor right now of Basha Perry. We'll see how accurate that is.
no game sheet just yet. So we'll work on that for you guys as Rand takes this one down the half wall. Sent low to Montoya. Montoya digging in the corner. He's on his backhand. He'll go up to the point. It's Roth now. Roth trying to get one through, but that's deflected. And we'll go off the ceiling and out of play. So right off the start there, little offense from the penalty kill of Mountain Ridge as they look to gain some momentum here after giving up that first power play goal to Lucas Ishu.
Just reran that penalty again. That was a clear slash.
Not too many questions asked about that one, and Coach Sean Babin was not happy about it. It was clear as day as Go Big sends this one below the goal line. O'Hearn with it now, but he has it taken off his stick. Scattering puck behind the net, and it'll be scooped up by O'Hearn. O'Hearn sachets through one. McGrath picks up the loose puck as here he goes to his right. McGrath trying to move it to the point, but it finds Montoya instead, but good keep there by Schaefer. Schaefer to McGrath. That's a good stick there by Gobin. Bonsberry looking to set up as this one sent to the middle. Grant can't quite get it out, but he does actually as McCutcheon can't keep it in.
Just barely crept across.
And linesman had a great view there. Wasn't going to miss that one right on the line there. Savarian hammers this one ahead. Ishu with it. He'll slam one into the zone as McCutcheon picks it up for the Bearcats. McCutcheon walking to the middle, but he'll turn back towards the safety of the boards. Sent far side to McGrath. McGrath now has it. McGrath walking the top of the circle. Still with it, McGrath. McGrath looking, shoots, but that's a big walk there by Avarian. Right back to McGrath. Chance in front for Bear. And a big save by Franzok there. So 36 remaining here on the Basha Perry power play. And a big save by Franzok to get a whistle and some fresh legs for the Mountain Lions.
Yeah, they took a couple swipes at that, and she was able to keep her eye on it and maintain control.
Good work
Sorry,
there.
I'm sanity checking myself. I don't want to call somebody a she that's not. So
You
I
are correct on
apologize.
that one.
Okay.
As this one's sent down, and also got to give props to Josh Avarian for stepping in front of the shot there and wearing that one. As Ishu looks to pick this one up behind the net. Now is Montoya as he battles in the corner and loses possession. Sent ahead, but picked up by Eklund. Eklund trying to go north, but he can't. As here's Chesley now. Slid to the front end, and they score! It looks like it went off a skate. We'll see what the refs say, and so far we have a good goal as it was Vert there on the 2-on-1.
Yeah, running the replay on that.
But we'll have a look at it here. As Chesley did a good job to slide that one through. And can't really tell from that angle, but I thought he maybe got a skate on it, but we'll have a good goal as Vert taps that one in, and 2 for 2 on the power play as Basha Perry's batting 1,000 in the first period, one man up. Sent all the way around the boards. And now with it is Horman. Horman carrying it. He'll use his backhand to try and get it out, but it's hemmed in by Vert. Vert looking to do it again as he takes this one behind the net. Vert split up. Chesley with it. He's knocked off the puck by Horman. And Braden Horman, quite the physical presence out there as he can lay some lumber and knock some people down. Basha Perry now coming the other way. It's Saulnier. But he loses possession. And the Bearcats will look to transition. Thrown through the middle, but a good block by Roth to neutralize the 2-on-1. Chesley with it, but he's muscled off by Roth. Two good defensive plays by him there in succession. Smith now with it, down the right wing. He'll curl back and look for help, and he'll get it. As that's Saulnier. Bouncing puck in front for Horman, but he couldn't get a knife at it. Right there in front again. Saulnier races to it, and he'll be able to keep it in the zone. High flip by Saulnier, but that's gloved by O'Hearn. Advance forward. As here come the Bearcats. This is Vert again. Vert steps around one, thrown to the front. Good save there by Franzik with the right pad. Smith trying to hammer that one out, but O'Hearn keeps it in. As this one slid right back to him at the point. O'Hearn sends one through, but once again gloved by Franzik, and we'll have a whistle. So 2 goals for Basha Perry to open up. One of the returners, Lucas Ishu, and one of their strongest returners on that blue line. And then the other, number 18, Vert, upon that one in the back of the net, 2-1 as they lead 2-0 here with 4 minutes remaining here in the first period of play. Basinski with it now, moving to his right, trying to step around man, but well defended by O'Hearn as he lays a hit. Olszewski with it now, slid to the middle, now picked up by Bundy. Or Smith, rather. Gobig now sends this one behind the net to Lewis. Lewis sends one forward. Loose puck at the blue line as here Smith with it now as he sends this one, but that's waffle boarded away there by Franzik. Behind the net, sent in front as Olszewski was looking for an opportunity, but instead Basinski will head the other way with it. Has help with him, but this one's off a stick and out of play. So an offensive zone draw will come from Mountain Ridge as they look to turn the tides in this one.
Defensive players still holding strong on both sides. Right now I've got 10-3 shots on net in favor of Basha Perry.
And it feels like the puck has spent a lot of time in the Lions' defensive zone, but they'll look to change that here as they win this opening draw, and Braden Horman has it. Horman knocked off by Bear, but it finds Avarian at the point. Sent through, loose puck there, but claimed by a Perry stick, and this one will be sent to Avarian as he has to regroup. Sent forward to Horman. Horman trying to use his legs here, and he will. He's across the red, but rubbed off a bit. As Montoya's looking to help. Montoya sends it back into his own end. McCutcheon will be the first one there for Basha Perry. Throws one far side. Ishu stepping into one, and that one's blocked in front. Another big block by Josh Havarian. Skipping puck into neutral. McCutcheon has it now as he brings this one down the half wall and sends this one all the way around to Bear. Bear slid up to the point. Ishu with it now. Sent all the way into the far corner. Montoya racing to get it out, but it's kept alive. Foreman now gets it out, and Jensen will be forced to retreat and pick it up on his stick. Trying to catch Mountain Ridge on a change is McCutcheon, but he's only able to get a piece of it and send it into the zone as Lewis will pick it up. Lewis with it behind his net. He goes right back across there as this one's sent to the middle. McCutcheon has it now. Looking for options to McCutcheon. Jensen has it. Good move on his backhand there to find McCutcheon. Left back for Bear. Bear sent to McCutcheon. Looking to pull to the front, but a good stick by Franzik to break it up. Rebound chance for McGrath, but that's stuffed once more. Bear with it. Sends it down to McCutcheon. This line is buzzing as McCutcheon takes it. Good body by Roth there. Bouncing puck in front, and once again, Franzik will cover, and we will get a whistle. So last minute looming here in the first frame as a minute 18 remains on the clock, and the Basha Perry lead is still 2-0. And the shots starting to grow in that gap. 11 shots for Basha Perry and 3 for Mountain Ridge.
Yeah, to your point earlier, the puck spent a lot more time than I think it should in the Mountain Ridge defensive zone, but that's only attributed to the Basha Perry forwards keeping control of the game of the puck.
It seems like those top lines are really putting in work for them. Here's Chesley with it now. Let below the goal line, go big with it now as he lays the body. This one skips to the high slot. Saulnier with it now. Bringing this one wide, looking to gain a step on Schaefer, but a good stick there. Lavarian with it now. He looks to be playing forward. Strelly covering, looking to lay a hip check, but slipping by is McGrath. Steerley with it now. He goes to Saulnier. And Saulnier will throw this one on net. It's in!
That's in.
An outside shot from Saulnier. Squeaks past the left pad of Chesley. And the Basha Perry lead is cut to just one.
That puts us at 12-5 shots on net. So, you know, I made that comment earlier about how Mountain Ridge needs to, you know, work to keep the puck in the Basha defensive zone, and they did. They were able to capitalize on it.
And only 4 shots up to that point in the period, and maybe to make a point to put more shots on net, and they do. And you never know what happens when it gets past that first layer. And just like that, the lead's just one. As here's a chance the other way for Basha Perry. Is this one set on net? But Franzik's up to the challenge. So another offensive zone draw following that last minute goal by Mountain Ridge. Just 28.5 seconds remain here in the first period.
Oh, my clock's a little off. I'll catch that up.
Maybe looking to respond in the last minute as Basha Perry wins the offensive zone draw. Chesley with it now. Bringing it behind the net as this one's sent over to Vert, but it jumps over his stick. Foss sends this one forward. Might have a little too much juice on it as this one will go down for icing. So 12 seconds flat remaining in the first period of play, and Basha Perry will look to capitalize on every last one of those. One to the wall by the Pumas as Vert looks to get it, but Horman claims it once again as this one's sent down by Foss. 5 seconds remain. This one won't have the legs for icing as O'Hearn's there. Basinski on him as time expires in the first period of play. So through 1-2 power play goals early on for Basha, but the response from Mountain Ridge comes in the form of Ryder Saulnier as this one is 2-1, 13 shots for the Bearcats, 15 for the Mountain Lions, and we will be right back for the second period of play in 60 seconds. So as the buzzer rings out through ice, then Scottsdale here on the Coyotes side, both teams will be called to center ice, and in this 2-1 affair, we will see the second period of play.
So Basha Perry has Chelsea, right?
Chesley.
Chesley in that, and who do we have for Mountain Lions?
Noel Franzak is between the pipes wearing number 1 for them.
Beautiful.
It was a 3-goal first period. Was their introduction to this one. This one's one back to Basha Perry as McCutcheon has it now. Sent forward, Horman intercepts, stepping into the slot to his back end. Good look there, oh, and a goal! Set up by Horman, but Max Foss with the finish. And just like that, we are level at 2.
Not a bad start to the period.
Really good look there by Horman on his backhand to find Foss on that back doorstep. And 1 goal in the last minute and 1 goal in the first.
So Basha Perry is only capitalized on power plays.
Well, and that's a testament to how important special teams are in this league. They do have 3 power play goals on this year through 5 games. So a really solid number for them, and that grows through 5 through 6, which is even better. So clearly something's clicking on the power play for them, but need to find a way to capitalize 5-on-5 and maybe gain their lead back here. So just 23 seconds here into the second period of play, and we've already seen the equalizer as Basha Perry is back into their offensive zone for a draw, which feels like one of the many here in this one so far. Olszewski wins this one back. Schaefer will be forced to go chase, as maybe he wanted a little too much. O'Hearn goes to the wall with it. Looking to pick it up was Foss, but he can't fish it out of there, but eventually it skips to Basinski. Basinski trying to head north with it. He flips one forward to Horman. Horman on his forehand. That one's just wide.
Great forward pressure there.
Horman over to Lewis. Lewis down to Foss. Foss pressured by 2 Bearcats. Smith and Olszewski there, but Horman has it on his backhand now. Looking to go short side, but it's off the mask there of Chesley. Olszewski with it now. Looking to find his way through the middle, but he sends this one wall into an area. Really good look there. Here's Too Good. Too Good finds Smith. Back to Too Good behind the net. Looking to jam it on the post, but he can't find it. Throwing another one in front, but Franzak is there. Nice move behind the net by Eklund as he tries to get this one out. But it's kept alive by the Pumas. Olszewski sends that one in and heads for a change. As now they battle on the half wall. Olsen throws one through. Oh, Hearn rather. So that's handled by Franzak. So another offensive zone draw for the Bearcats. Well, this one's won back by Steerley. Ovarian sends it over. Montoya with it now. He finds Steerley. Touches it forward to Rand. Rand may have a step, but he blows the tire. And Nishu just scoops it off his stick. Chesley with a good touch there. Looking to break it out is Basha Perry, but Steerley's there, and now it's a regroup for Mountain Ridge. Flipped away up in the air, played with the high stick and out of play.
Did that one pop out?
Squeaked out of play there off the high stick. I'm not sure what the ruling's going to be on this one, but because it was played with a high stick, it is going to be an offensive zone draw for Mountain Ridge by the looks of it. Steerley faces off on the draw here, looking to gain possession for the Lions. Battle for it here. The wingers collapse in. Steerley kicks it to his forehand and tries to get one away, but can't. Montoya hemmed on the wall by Jensen. Jensen watching closely as he still holds them. 5 bodies battle below the goal line. And the Bearcats come away with it. Now with it, Chesley sent far side to Vert. Skipping off the stick of him as it finds Steerley. Now rolling puck in the neutral, and this one's moved forward to Chesley. Chesley trying to pull one through. He has possession, but then loses it to his own teammate. Interesting hit there. Maybe a call for a knee on knee, but no penalty. Maybe a look at a clipping call there, but nothing doing as Montoya will go the other way. Steerley leaves it for Havarian. Havarian on his backhand. He has help with him. It's Steerley. Looking to jam in near post, banging away at it. Loose puck in the crease as this one's under the pad of Chesley, and we will get a whistle. So a chance to take the lead for the Mountain Lions, but Chesley says no with the left pad, and we remained even at 2.
Yeah, Chesley did a great job maintaining just awareness of where that puck was.
One sent forward to the skate of Lewis, who hammers it back in as Schaefer tries to get it out. Now coming the other way is Basha Perry as they have numbers. Bear around one on his backhand. Takes it back to his forehand as he's closed off by two defenders. Still battling for it. Lewis now has it as Foreman kicks this one to the middle. Now kicked forward by Smith and flipped in the air once more as McCutcheon has it in his own end. O'Hearn sends this one up the wall, finds the stick of Bear, and he has help with him. Slid to the middle, right on the doorstep there was a chance for Ovid, but couldn't find it as we have some fireworks in front of the net now following the whistle. And it looks like we're going to get some offsetting penalties, but at the very least, just one.
So that shot puts Basha Perry at 15 shots. The Mountain Lions 7.
So it looks like we are just getting one penalty in a Mountain Ridge power play as Bears head in the box. 2 minutes for roughing. And an interesting point to touch on here would be Mountain Ridge, one of the best, if not the best power play in the league. They are the best statistically right now to start the year. But without their top dogs, how do they fare here? As they rely heavily on guys like Chase Olson and Mason McCosh to set up that power play. So I know Coach Sean McCosh there at the left end of their bench is the one in charge of running this. And I'd imagine the setup doesn't change, just the utility as they'll set up in their umbrella formation. Basinski slid to the point. It's Havarian now. Sent down on the wall. Now back up to the point. Over to Horman in the corner. This one touched to the middle by Basinski. Havarian slides it to Gobig there on the left flank. Gobig stepping in. He fires one through, but Chesley says no. Gobig with it. He'll change sides to Horman. Basinski stepping down, but nothing there as this one's just up top to Havarian. Basinski trying to throw into the front, but O'Hearn's skate is there. As Gobig will now race for it, and here's McCutcheon. McCutcheon has help with him. It's Ovid. Slid over to Ovid, but a great back check there by Saulnier. Behind the net now is Basha Perry trying to make a move, but Havarian's there to take that one off of stick. Havarian with it now. He crosses the blue. Dragging to the front. He has a man back door, but Saulnier fans. 6-4 sitting for him, but he couldn't get it. Foreman throws one to the net, but that's blocked by O'Hearn. And now a scattering puck finds the stick of Havarian. Gobig with it in his own end. As it's right back to him and back across to Havarian. Looking to get this one out is Mountain Ridge. As this one's dumped off and they'll go north, it's Foss. Foss flutters one up off the wall and into the Mountain Ridge bench. And we will get a neutral zone draw coming as 18 seconds remain on the Mountain Line power play. So center ice face off here for both sides as Steerley wins this one forward, and he has it now. Maybe trying to spring a 2-on-1 with Montoya. Skipping puck. Montoya with it. That's off the glove of Chesley. Loose puck in front, but Ishu clears. Eklund with it at the point. He makes a head fake and goes down the wall. Knifed off the stick there by Jensen, but Eklund keeps it alive in the offensive zone and steps around one. Eklund into space, trying to find Foss, but Bear's there.
That power play is over.
Back to full strength for both sides as 9 minutes remain in the middle frame. Eklund battling. This one finds the thick of Steerley. Steerley trying to go down low but can't as Jensen picks it up. Sent far side, but no blue jerseys there, and Lewis will win the foot race. Montoya slid back to Eklund, but too strong for him as Lewis rims this one all the way around. Battling in the neutral zone, looking to chip it for his issue as he does. But now Montoya the other way. He has Foss with him. 2-on-1 with some back pressure now. Here's Montoya looking to throw it on net, but Chesley's there for the answer. So an offensive zone draw coming for the Mountain Lions. as they are one of the few teams with only 3 games played in this league. Lost to Notre Dame in this season opener 4-2. A win for Shap in a high-scoring one at 9-7 at Mullet Arena. And a win against Pinnacle 8-1 just a week ago as this one sent off the glass. Skipping puck in front. As Smith sends this one out off the stick of Allett. But no high sticking. And Govig's the first one there. O'Hearn with it now. Horman gets it on the forward check with the help of Smith. And Smith takes it off his stick. Smith from the trapezoid brings this one above the goal line and sent right back down to Rand. Rand thrown to the front. That's knifed away by O'Hearn. Nicely done there as here's Allett the other way. Allett to O'Hearn. O'Hearn across the blue. Leaves this one there. Put some good defensive six there by Mountain Ridge. Kept alive by Allett as this one sent on net. And it'll now find the stick of Olszewski. Finding it. Olszewski now with a chance from a sharp angle there. As a skittering puck found to his stick, but Franzak's up to the task. So still level at 2 here. Just about halfway through the second period of play. 16 shots for the Pumas, 10 for the Mountain Lions. Or not the Pumas, the Bearcats rather. I apologize if I keep saying that. The combination of the two schools is the Basha Bears and the Perry Pumas, meaning the Bearcats, but ending with Perry, I naturally want to say Pumas. Also play here from Saulniers. That one's hammered on net, but right into the pad of Chesley.
Well, totally understandable, but yeah, it threw me off for a second there.
Varin in, shot from Basinski as this one flies in the air, but it's gloved down. Jensen with it now, trying to find it through Saulniers skates, but can't. As Chesley eventually finds it in the neutral zone. Still with it, Chesley, as he crosses his own blue line before snapping it forward to Ishu. Varin brings it back behind his own net. Jumps off his stick as he'll just elect to shovel this one out of the zone. He won't have the ice pricing as Jensen's there. Jensen, open hips behind the net as Foss is all over him. And this one's sent forward and out to the stick of Chesley. Chesley back through the middle to Rand. We'll saute this one into the zone. Jensen looking to send one far side, but Eklund picks it up. Looking for options as he just goes glassing in, and he'll let his forwards get in on the forecheck. Montoya with some great pressure there, and here's the chance for Mountain Ridge. Storelli on the back door. To his backhand, forehand, can't quite find it. A sitter there on the doorstep for Storelli, but couldn't get a stick to it as the scampering puck got away from him.
Mountain Lions quickly catching up in shots.
It seems like the ice is starting to tilt back to level following those 2 consecutive goals from Mountain Ridge, as that gives them a spark of momentum. Tossed on the backhand of Montoya. Montoya looking to get it in as he presses O'Hearn. O'Hearn wheeling the net, trying to step around one of the fans, and he'll go backhand with it to the neutral. McGrath on a 2-on-1 now. He has Vert with him. McGrath looking. He waits for more help. Thrown back door. Vert was there, but didn't have his stick down. As a good defensive play there by Joseph Roth. McGrath sends one across. Schaefer from the point. That one's tipped, but right into the pad of Franzak.
Yeah, it does seem like the that first period so far, the first period, Basha Perry seemed to dominate. Mountain Lions came back.
And it almost seems like a mirror image, if you will, to where the Mountain Lions have controlled a lot of this period as to where Basha Perry controlled a lot of the second. And I think it's a lot to do with that goal in the last minute and the goal in the first minute. While they were separated by the 1-minute intermission, so close to each other in game clock, that really brings a lot of momentum to that Ridge bench.
Yeah, it certainly lit a fire.
Battling for it now. Here's a chance on the doorstep. McCutcheon trying to put it home, but Franzak stops him. The left out of Franzak gets in the way as Horman brings it across the red line and sends it in, but what a save at the other end from Noel Franzak. There in front, Foss trying to get away at it.
Ooh.
As his follow through on the shot takes McGrath down, but no call. McGrath now with it once more. 2-on-1 with McCutcheon. Gobig trying to get back. Bavarian last man back for Ridge. Over to McCutcheon. McCutcheon scores! McGrath and McCutcheon touch base, and it's 3-2, Basha Perry.
Watching the replay on that, it was that breakout realization that he had his partner.
And Franzik did a good job to get across, but
Yeah.
McCutcheon roofs it. Not much can be done there.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's a big slot there. With these goalies, there's not a lot of room, so to pop it through is fun to watch.
Very well placed there, despite what would have been a difficult save for Francois. Oshevsky now with it on his backhand, looking to grow the lead as he sends this one in. Line net now is Lewis. As Mountain Ridge looking to get it out and find another response. We were just talking about how much they've controlled this period, yet they're down. But maybe that'll change here. Here's Steerley. Steerley trying to get around Ishu, but good poise from him there to stay with the body. Again, good poise to pull it around Smith as Ishu still has it before he dishes to Oshevsky. Oshevsky takes a hit on the wall, and Steerley will find him behind the net, but he takes a spill. Too good with it now. Thrown to the middle, a chance there for Chesley, but nothing going. Not Chesley, rather, I believe that's Ovitt on the chance there. As here's a chance. Saulnier trying to bump Jensen off. Sticked away there by Chesley. Good job to clear that away. That was Smith, rather, wearing the number 83. So I do apologize for that. Foreman now with a good forecheck. No help with him, but body's coming soon as he lays a hard hit on Smith there in the open ice. This one's sent forward. Here's a chance for Chesley now. Chesley on his board, and he scores!
And just like that, it's a 4-2 game.
Right back to the 2-goal lead that Basha Perry had in the opening frame as Zayden Chesley slips behind the defense and pots that one in the back of the net. Not much there, just electing to keep it low and finds the 5-hole there right between Franjac's legs. O'Hearn bats it down off the draw and beats this one ahead. Battling is Eklund, but he comes away with it as he is with Montoya now. Montoya with it, but a big block there. Bouncing puck in the air and an impressive flexible grab there from Chesley to go over his head as we'll have a look at that one. Fantastic block there on the 2-on-1 chance, maybe 3-on-1. A shades of Odell Beckham Jr. there reaching back to snag that one.
Those are fun to watch.
One forward, Eklund trying to keep this one in, and he will, but it's right to the stick of O'Hearn. O'Hearn to Chesley. Chesley saucing one through, bouncing puck, with a good block, a good glove by Franzak to swallow that one up. Both centers kicked out as both sides were creeping in off the wall there, so we'll get 2 new faces at the dot and a talking to on the wing for Indy Gobig. This one's one right back to Gobig as he did stay in his place that time. And Eklund will fire it up to Montoya. Montoya cross ice there as Horman has it now. Rand with him. And Horman's dragged down there, and we're going to have a penalty coming. Franzak to the bench as they'll look to get the 6th attacker out, but Chesley touches up. And we're going to have a holding call here. Chase O'Hearn going to do 2 for holding as Mountain Ridge will have their second look at a power play. Talked about it earlier without their top guys who normally run this power play, but I thought that first power play looked somewhat similar and well run to even with a different group of guys out there as Horman wins this one back and they'll look to set up. Similar structure with the 2 guys low, bumper high, 2 flanks, in a point man quarterbacking at all. Look to see if they change that look here, as they did not score on that first one, but I highly doubt it. Here comes Solnier now. He loses it. Captain off the raft, but eventually it gets out, and it's fired off the chest of Gobig. Gobig to Varinen. Basinski snaps it across to Horman. Horman grinding along the outside as he'll send this one off the glass. Weird kick off the stanchion, and here's Chesley with it now. Chesley, two bodies with him. That trailer is issue, but they're off sides and will be forced to tag up. Varinen with it now, looking to do it himself. He'll gain the blue line and gain the offensive zone for the Mountain Ridge power play that now is 50 seconds as we're in the last minute of this one, 45 seconds remaining. 45 seconds in the middle frame, 43 on the power play. Basinski now with it. Basinski fires one through, but that's gloved by Chesley. So power play clock and game clock separated by 1 second. So assuming that Mountain Ridge does not score in this period, they will have 1 second to do so in the next. But they'll look to get the job done here, as Horman's now joined by some new faces in Foss, Solnier, Eklund, and Lewis. Horman now with it in the corner. Foss sends this one down to Horman. Horman strike down again, no call there. Bench wants a call, but it won't get it as Foss looks to keep this one in. Good stick by him to take it away from Bear. But Eastru finds it and sends it off the glass and out. Bear with it now, trying to find a way through as here he is to the high slot. But that one's swallowed up by Franzak. And I will say with 9 seconds remaining in this period, 10 on the power play, what seems to be missing from this Mountain Ridge power play, in my eyes, has nothing to do when they set up in the offensive zone, but rather gaining the zone. And it seems to me they're really missing that speed that Mason McCosh possesses, because ever so important, while often unnoticed, is the speed he has to gain the zone and set up that power play for them is so valuable to their success. So without that kind of playmaker and that elite skater to carry it up the ice for them, it feels like they're having a hard time doing that here as Eklund sends one out of the zone. Maybe a last-ditch effort, but this one's knocked off the stick of Jensen, and Ishu will just eat it. And we will go to the second intermission. So 60 seconds on the clock at intermission. 2 goals in that period for Basha, just 1 for Mountain Ridge as they trail 4-2 here with 15 minutes remaining to level it. So we will be right back here in 60 seconds. So Mountain Ridge finishing up their team huddle following the second intermission as they trail by 2 and need a response here. They got one in the first minute, and they do have 1 second of power play time, but Chase O'Hearn will basically be jumping on the ice immediately as the puck hits. So unsuccessful power play for Mountain Ridge as they are 0 for 2 compared to the 2 for 2 of Basha Berry. Special teams has made the difference in the scoreboard so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, you know, despite the scoreboard, a pretty even game. Basha Berry popping up with a 2-point lead last period.
And both teams with 2 even strength goals, so the real difference being those special teams tallies. As this one's below the goal line, and Mountain Ridge will look to spark something here. Eklund hammers one through, but a good block there. But kept in the zone. Ishu in front of his net, but sent to the wall in his backhand. Ishu once more with it as he sends this one forward to Vert. This one skips ahead. O'Hearn has it now right out of the box, as he'll now go for a change. McGrath with a good stick, but Lewis picks it up. Sending it forward. Ishu flutters one through. Bouncing puck in front. Chance on the doorstep for McGrath, but he put it just wide.
Wow.
Chaos in front. Here's another chance. Too Good has it in the high slot. Sending one through, but that one finds the netting. So a lively puck in front of the net there for Cade McGrath, but couldn't quite get the angle he wanted with the Chaos and Franzok out of position.
Yeah, there was a lot happening. Great job staying focused. Keeping the puck out of the net.
14 minutes remaining in the final frame for Mountain Ridge to level this one at 2. And Dr. Ben, we've seen some crazy games. I believe this is the 3rd game we're calling together this year at the start of the 25-26 season. But we have seen some incredible comebacks as Smith's shot is gloved by Franzok. But going back to that Chaparral and Notre Dame game where Chaparral leveled the score with 30 seconds remaining on the clock, and then, or rather, got it to with 30 seconds on the clock, and then leveled it. So
within
maybe,
5 seconds,
maybe
right?
The crew of myself and Dr. Smith here has the magic touch for magical games. But only time will tell here. As here come the Bearcats, it's Lucas Ishu. Now with it, Too Good. Nice move through the middle. Bouncing puck, looking to hammer away at it. But Franzok keeps it out.
Basha Perry's forwards are doing a great job of keeping control of the game right now. I don't know if the Mountain Lions are getting a little tired or...
And if you're Basha Perry here with the 2-goal lead, the puck is absolutely gold. Having the puck on your stick is everything because, simply put, Mountain Ridge can't score when you do have it.
Yeah, and they're not sitting back though. They're still going. They're playing to put more points on the board.
Here's Steerley now looking to do just that as he throws one just wide. Now heading the other way is Olszewski. This one's left back for Too Good. Too Good stepping to the middle, throws one through, but blocked it away by Franzok. Finding that now Lewis. He takes a hit from Smith, but a really good job to get his body free there and snap that one forward. Steerley will bring it back into his own end. Go up the wall, trying to find Go Big, but Too Good's the man there. Puck at the blue line, trying to get it out of Smith as he takes a wild swing at it, and it is successful. Now move forward. Olszewski crosses the red. Olszewski still with it as he crosses the blue. Olszewski looking back for Too Good with a chance, and he scores! Not sitting back indeed, as it is 5-2, Basha Perry.
That shot, that goal puts Basha Perry double the shots of the Mountain Lions right now.
And it feels like everything's going their way here tonight as they lead by 3 now. Following a great play by Olszewski, coast to coast from far blue line to just about the dot, and then sent it right across there to Too Good before he roofs that one once again. So a couple of really good shots. Lucas Ishu went far down. Too Good went far down. And Jackson McCutcheon picked the top corner. Eklund looking to get that one back as he steps through a couple bodies before he's rubbed into the wall.
I love the energy on that drive.
Behind the net, skipping in front. Havarian now has it as he tries to go to Foss, but that one gets away from him. Foss with it now. Sends this one once he gets across the red. And now Chesley will have to play it. Send up the wall. But there's Saulnier as he sends this one across to the stick of Jackson McCutcheon. McCutcheon sends it off a face mask, but that was Basinski getting his head in the way there.
So glad they're wearing full face masks.
That one would have been bad in the NHL. That some stitches would have been warranted.
Yeah. Maybe a dental visit.
Could be a dental bill as well. As a couple bodies battle, and McCutcheon and Basinski get into it, but here's Eklund the other way. Eklund pulling, shooting, but a good save there by Chesley. Good job by Sam Eklund there to try and change the angle, but Chesley doesn't bite, as Quinn Chesley has been beyond solid between the pipes here tonight so far.
Yeah.
Offensive zone draw coming for the Mountain Lions. Horman to take it, as they need possession here, as they have 11:25 to climb back from this 3-goal deficit. Montoya with it now. Behind his net, or rather the opposition's net, as Ishu rubs him out. Montoya still with it. Here's Rand now. Owen Rand slides this one up to Gobig. Gobig back down the wall. Possession up for grabs, but Rand claims it before dishing it off to Montoya. That one's sent through traffic. Skipping puck behind the net, as Rand will look to set something up in Gretzky's office, but can't. Foreman with it now. Good possession shift here for Mountain Ridge, but no opportunities yet, as Vert will get this one out finally. Good back pressure there from Horman, but to no avail. Offsides here, so tagging up is the Bearcats as Gobig takes this time and space with pleasure. Sent far side, Montoya with it now. Snap across to Roth. Roth sauces one all the way over to Horman, but they can't connect, and Ishu will be the first one there as icing's waved off. Montoya trying to set up once more in the offensive zone. He's at the end of his shift. Horman keeps it alive there, and Montoya will chase it now. Montoya hemmed it on the wall, but Smith's there to help. But he's closed off as well. Now the other way comes Basha Perry. Lucas Ishu with it. He has the numbers. Thrown to the front, but Havarnen is there. And Ishu steps around him nicely. Ishu. Fought chance, but that's blocked by Havarnen. He's at the body on the line. Vert trying to get around Basinski, but can't. Now Smith comes the other way. He sends this one deep, and he'll go in on the forecheck. Basinski behind his net. On his backhand now. Still Basinski. Tries to send one on the backhand to Lewis, but he'll find Smith instead. Now sent far side. Rebound was there, but no white jerseys could claim it. Lewis has it. Snapped forward. As here's a chance now for Mountain Ridge. Pulling to the front. Opportunity up in the air. Bouncing puck in front as this one scatters around before it's finally covered by Chesley.
Yeah, a couple good opportunities for the Mountain Lions. We are down to less than 9 minutes, though.
1 second below 9 minutes, 8:59 on the clock. That was Steely there on the chance, trying to put that one away and maybe dig into this Basha Perry lead, but no one could find the high-flying puck. Now looking to set up, because this is Lewis with it at the point. Lewis sends this one through, tipped in front, still up for grabs, as it'll be Rand who claims it. Owen Rand knocked to both knees behind his net, and now with it is Foss. Too Good trying to get it out, but stapled in there by Lewis before Too Good does get it out. And maybe a step here the other way, a shot on goal, as Olszewski had a chance, but Bronzak with the blocker denies. Rand right in front of his own net, dangerous spot, but he does a good job to get it out of there. Foss sends it in deep. And blowing a tire while heading to pick it up was O'Hearn. Loose puck heading to the far side. Jensen chases after it and sends one through the middle. McGrath with it now. McGrath shadowed by Lewis. Waltzes through one, still with it on his stick. In front, good, too good, just put it wide. Trying to jam it on the near post, but still nothing as Smith gets it out. Smith, Havarinen with him. 3 blue jerseys back as McGrath does a good job on the back check. Havarinen scoops it up, throws it in front, but nobody there. And we're going to have a penalty coming for a slash. I believe it's going to be McGrath heading for 2. So maybe just what the doctor ordered for the Mountain Lions is they need a power play and they need to capitalize as they trail by 3 with 7:38 to go. "32 shots for the Bearcats, 19 for the Mountain Lions. As that deficit is slowly closed but bounced around a bit and mostly stayed the same in the third period.
Yeah.
Havarinen over to Basinski. Basinski throws one through. That one's loose in the crease. Maybe an opportunity, but instead, Mountain Ridge will reset. Basinski to Horman. Horman walking across the docks, trying to get one through, but that hit a stick before it hit the glass. This one rolling. Bronzak plays it nicely, and Havarinen will look to set up. Takes the drop to Basinski, and he'll do it himself. Havarinen gains the zone. Throwing his backhand to Basinski. Basinski stepping in, but he can't pull the trigger. Basinski once more, as that one's thrown right into the gut there of Chesley, and it's handled rather easily as a couple players stumble over the net. Mountain Ridge still looking for that breakthrough moment here in the third period, trying to claw away at the Bearcats' 3-goal lead.
We saw on the same sheet of ice, pretty significant comeback. I think still a chance.
2 goals in 30 seconds, and you never know what can happen. As Basinski moves this one to Horman. Horman trying to find short side, but could not.
Well, the Mountain Lions put the 2 points on the board pretty close together. I mean, yes, divided by
Intermission,
but, game clock.
This game is far from over. Plenty of time on the clock here, especially with this power play, which is now 50 seconds away from ending. Bouncing puck, Steerley put it on the doorstep for himself, but a really good play by Lucas Ishu to knot him up in front.
Wow.
Ishu saved a goal on that one. As Basha will look to get a much-needed clear. McCutcheon will like to do it with his legs, and he fires that one off of Lewis. Lewis bangs one on his backhand, and Steerley picks it up. Montoya and Basinski with him. Sent over to Basinski. Basinski throws one on. And another defensive play, that time by Chase O'Hearn. O'Hearn leveled on the boards there. And Montoya will get it up, and a loud bang from a body falling, and that was Steerley there. Steerley with it now. He takes a hit from O'Hearn as things start to pick up, and Steerley throws a hit. We're going to have a penalty here. And here we go in the corner. Steerley gave an extra shove, and I believe that's Max Bear getting his shots in as well. So Bear's going to go for 2. And Steerley's going to join him.
That power play just ended.
Ended with the fireworks in the corner and 2 players going to the box. And it looks like
offsetting.
Maybe 2 for the Bearcats, as we might see a Lion power play.
Are there 2? Did they?
Steerley went to the box for the Mountain Lions, and I saw Bear go in, followed by another body as the ref ushered him in. But without game sheet,
we don't know.
Not sure who's going to get the number. We'll see it.
So
as officials skate over.
The Bearcats are at full strength. The Mountain Lions are at full strength. Currently.
Unless we saw a 2 and a 10 called there.
Yeah, it looks like both teams at full strength.
So maybe head contact for Max Bear but I can't imagine it would be. No, it's going to be a power play for the Lions.
It is.
So Chase O'Hearn also went to the box with Bear. I believe he gave him maybe a shove after. I did see him give him a light shove, but nothing that I thought warranted a penalty. Maybe there was something said as well. But nonetheless, a Mountain Lion power play as they'll have another 2 minutes to cut into the 3-goal lead. Good job to clear there, though, by the Bearcats as time winds down here to 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Varinen with it now. Crossing over through the neutral. Makes a move to his backhand. Still with it on his backhand behind the net. He goes up to Foss. Foss rimmed all the way around. Montoya will be there. Montoya sits short side for Rand, but that one's blocked and flies way into the air. And Gobig's the first one there as 4 bodies battle in the corner. Varnen looking to step on the Malaya hit, but couldn't. And Foss will have to scoop this one at the red line. Rand sent to the middle to Bearcat stick as this one slid forward. While Varnen's there. Feels like he's been out there a lot tonight and he's been good for the Mountain Lions, trying to kick it out, but no one there as somebody went for a change, but he still has it. Trying to flip one on the short side, but couldn't. As Foreman bangs one down with his stick. Foreman with a little chip move there as he waltzes around one. Foreman sashing through another. Foreman to the front. Couldn't quite get it as he's dragged down behind the net. Foss looking to gain the zone, but needs his guys on the other side of the blue line as here he is now. Stepping against Foreman with a shot. And he gave a whack as Ishu didn't like that. And Foss will usher him to his bench. The skittering puck there in the high slot, and Horman took a whack at it, and then took a whack at Chesley there, as we have a look at that chance, but couldn't quite get all of it. You know, defenseman never going to like that, but would you argue the goalie's fair game until that whistle blows?
No.
Not in the eyes of the players, but maybe in the eyes of the ref. I know as a former player myself, I certainly wouldn't allow it.
Nope.
This one's cleared down by Basha Perry as just 10 seconds remain here on the Mountain Ridge power play. Maybe they'll look for one final push. Foreman has it now. Chelsea chasing after him. Foreman chips above the goal line. Out of the box. Out of the box comes Olsen. And he'll look to make an impact now, but a good stick there to break that one up by Ross. Schaefer tied up with Smith. Foreman trying to lay a hit. Foreman lays a bit of a late hit, but no calls. Schaefer with it now. Salmier trying to make a move, but Chesley intercepts. Lewis hovering over Chesley, but he still has it before Vasinski swipes it away. Sent forward, and now looking to go across there with Smith, but the stick of O'Hearn was in the way. O'Hearn with it now. Sends this one far side to Chesley. Bouncing off the wall and all the way down for icing. So an unfortunate break there on the bank pass, but an offensive zone draw and a lucky break for the Mountain Lions as they have 2:47 to tally 3.
So I've seen it with a 2-point deficit. I haven't seen it with a 3-point deficit. Are the Mountain Lions going to consider at the 2-minute mark pulling their goalie?
Well, and we've truly seen it all. In our first 2 games, we saw some fan run onto the ice in the season opener against Notre Dame and Mount Ridge, which was new, and then 2 goals in 30 seconds. I can't say I've seen that myself, so maybe 3 is the magic number this time.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Here come the Pumas as this one's taken away by Havarinen. Battling in the corner, Rand trying to get it out. Havarinen's there in support. And the 3-on-2 chance here. Montoya, Steerley, and Harvin hemming down here. Drop back. Steerley trying to make a pull move, but a big defensive play by Lucas Ishu. Now Ishu trying to spring a rush, but couldn't connect with Too Good. Too Good moves it to Vert, who's bodied off the puck, and Eklund goes forward with it as he takes a hit out the door. Montoya on his backhand, driving, but it's knocked away by Ishu. And Lucas Ishu has been really solid defensively tonight with a couple big sticks in defensive plays. Eklund down low, bouncing puck in front there. And it bounces to the stick of Lucas Ishu, who flips it out. Burt rubbed off by Montoya, and Montoya then takes a tumble. Monridge able to get that one out, but O'Hearn will maintain possession for Basha Perry. Minute and a half left as 90 seconds is all that is left. Through the middle comes Basha Perry, trying to make a move around one. What a move to the front! He put it just wide, and the penalty is drawn here as Indy Gobig's going to get a hooking call. And if Mountain Ridge wants to come back from 3 in this one, they're going to have to do so short-handedly. So a phenomenal play by number 95 with no last name, and don't have them on my sheet at the moment. We'll see if I can get that for you guys, but it doesn't look like he's rostered. But maybe a game-clinching play as he gets a power play for the Bearcats as they still lead by 3 with a minute 18 to go and 2 minutes of power play time. Schaefer over to McCutcheon. McCutcheon sends one through, but that's over the top. O'Hearn trying to keep it in, but Bear can't hold on, and this one will come across the blue and out of the zone. Now with it, O'Hearn sent forward to Schaefer. Schaefer through the middle. Lewis has it now as he'll just send this one down and choose some clock. O'Hearn with it behind his net as he curls back. Sent across. McGrath with it now on the far side. McGrath level there by Basinski. A good back check and a good hit by him there. Foreman sends this one down as a result, and now 30 seconds remain. And still 3 goals behind is Mountain Ridge. As Basha Perry will sit with it behind the net, and what seemingly puts the stamp on this one. McGrath across the red. 15 seconds on the clock now as he tries to step around the barrier in, but well defended as he's had a great game himself. 10 seconds remaining, maybe last second spring here as Horman crosses the blue, loses possession, and Bear will pick it up and take it to the safety of his own net. And the Basha Perry Bearcats will extend their record to 4-2 and claim their 14th point on the season as they still remain in 3rd place, but maybe moving up. So Basha Perry, a team that's maybe surprising some teams out of the gate, and without their top dogs, Mountain Ridge couldn't get it done. But what are your overall takeaways from this one?
You know, it was a back and forth game. The Bearcats owned the first quarter. Mountain Lions came back, didn't give up. They seemed to control most of the second, but then the Bearcats just took the game back. That's reflected both in shots and in the final score.
And I feel like there was kind of a moment in time there where it felt like the Mountain Lions could reel that one back in and claim it in the end as they leveled it at 2 at the beginning of that second period. But the firepower of Basha Perry just too strong in this one as they pulled away, winning this one 5-2. And from the Ice Den Scottsdale here on the Coyote side, that's pretty much all we have for you guys here. We hope you guys enjoy this content that we're putting out. Dr. Ben puts a lot of work into it, and I thank him because I wouldn't be here without him, quite frankly, and I appreciate him doing color for me as well. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. He puts a lot of work into it. We would greatly appreciate it. And from myself, Easton Stockford, alongside me, Dr. Ben Smith, we wish you a good night from the Ice 10 Scottsdale.